say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, at my friend's house, doing some work and stuff that she needs to get taken care of before the holidays and things. And man, it's been interesting getting here because the weather has been cray cray. Forgive me because I kind of screwed the pooch this morning. Um, Leaving the red brick house, I forgot and left my computer system at home, or at the red brick house. I forgot and left it there. So we're going to have to do our live stream without my mics, without my computer, without my multiple screen, literally without everything. Um, Lamaris, Weatherhead, what's good? What's good? I'm great. I'm actually fantastic. I'm a little bit tired because it was literally snowing and raining the whole way up here. It was a hard 3.5 hours getting here. So, and then I've been working and stuff. So forgive me if I'm a little bit off and stuff tonight. So, a couple of things. Hope we finish 3-14. Floby, it might not be. You sound the same, my guy. Excited about a top three pick. Well, that was going to be my question. I would do a poll here, but I can't do it off my cell phone. Holly, shout out to one of the lovely ladies, Lord Nova, Philly Flyover. Hey, Mark, I can all truce, all the crap aside. You're a good dude, not trying to troll or anything else. Game time, there it is. Game time. Game time. I'm about as close as I've been to you since we were in Dallas there, buddy. I missed you, man. I know you were out there in the cold and the snow. I was just driving, and I know you had to actually walk it, man. Shout out to you. Definitely time to take care of your mailman because we're getting close to Christmas, and you got to have a happy mailman. Troy Daniels in the house. Dre Day, how are you doing? Um, you know, this year sucks. I'm just gonna put it out there. You know, this is how bad it is.
Back door.
Okay. Back door. Okay. Troy Daniels, hello, Holly. I got here, okay. Now, Allie is a diehard Eagles fan. Diehard. I got here and I came in and she showed me, where she wants some molding put up and where some of the floor, because this is an old house. This is built in 1869, I think. And her grandbaby stepped through a piece of flooring. Okay, he stepped through the floor. So she was showing me where, the board was rotted out. They had some termite damage and stuff, so I had to fix that. She wanted to move the sink over like 4 inches. Women, they always want another 4 inches to the left or 4 inches to the right or just 4 inches. So she showed me the 4 inches that she wanted to take care of. So I was seeing that and stuff. And then, see, there's my wife. So that's so too funny. So she literally popped the head in the door. As soon as I said, yeah, she wanted just another 4 inches. You're so trifling. She knows me. That's my ride or die chick. That's my ride or die. So I'm going through all that, but I'm sitting here. I done been here for 20 minutes. And I haven't heard the fly, eagles, fly. She always does. Or how about the cat? No, nothing. And I was just like, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. What's up? She's like, what? She's like, what are you talking about? What's wrong? I said, I'm waiting. Come on, get it out. I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting. She didn't pull a Leo Bridgewater on me. She's like, I really just don't want to kick you while you're down. She's like, I feel bad for you. And it's like, the fudge? And then we have another friend of ours who's a diehard Commanders fan. And, every year I'm always like, ha, your team sucks. She shows up from a tailgate and things and all that and, trying to throw some bad juju on it, And so it's been years of me like, constantly, the Commanders suck. And she literally said, I hope it's a good game, but you guys are just bad. I feel bad for you. And I'm kind of like, are we really that bad? And then my dad called me. My dad does Bet US. Shout out to Bet US, where you can get 150% matching on your first 3 deposits using the promo code YouTube150. And that's what I tell people. If you want to bet on the Cowboys, use the promo code. Yeah, use that promo code YouTube150. So up to $2,000 in your first three bets. That's the only money I would bet on the Cowboys. But my dad called me up and he said, "Well, how did I do last night?" I said, "Well, I said, you won the over. You won the over for Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, you gave up the points for Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh lost. So I said you were 1-1." He's like, it seems like every time I'm always just like right down the middle. He said, I can't seem to break out. And I said, yeah, I know. I said, it's like that. I said, that's what they know what they're doing in Vegas. They didn't build all those casinos by losing. I will say that. You're not this bad. Injuries cartel the season. Royal 107, Royal 007. Tierra, Mark, please relax. Focus on making the team better. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. But here's my dad. My dad is like, he said, I never thought I'd live to see the day that the Cowboys are 10.5 point underdogs to Washington. My dad's 87 years old. He don't ever remember the Cowboys being a 10.5 point underdog to the Commanders. He's like, I don't know. He said, I know you said don't put money on the Cowboys. He said, but 10.5 points, that's a lot. That's a lot of points. So he said, but I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. But that's literally how bad it is. So I'm sitting here. I literally feel like I'm lost, with the exception of having my wife. Okay, thank God I got my wife. But not having my computer, because I'm always like, okay, and getting my stats and everything else, getting all my news and things and all, because my eyes don't work like they used to. And sometimes with the phone, the print's real small. So my wife's like, you can blow it up. But then when I blow it up so I can read it, then it's like only like a third of the page. So then you're going back and forth, and it's just like it's too much work. I just need my computer. Okay. So I was doing some of the work here at the house, and I stopped for a second, and I saw Stephen Jones's revenge season load. Oh yeah, everybody's getting revenge on the Cowboys. Yeah. They're kicking us while we're down. I would pick Tay Fecal over Jerry Jones. Okay, so I see Stephen Jones, who's talking about the Trey Lance situation. Okay, see, you got to understand, Stephen Jones is trying to make Jerry Jones not look, and himself not look so bad. Okay, at least in my mind. Let me see. Is that better if I go get out of the? Let's see. It's kind of dark over here. Okay, actually, it's probably good that it's dark on me because I'm old and ugly. Okay. So, Stephen Jones on the Trey Lance. Now let's revisit this situation. Trey Lance, San Francisco believes that that's the guy for them. That they were getting rid of Jimmy G, and they moved up 2 or 3. I can't remember. I got beat down by 49er fan. I got to double check because he said it wasn't 3 number. I thought it was. They spent 3 number ones. 3 number ones to move up. But be that as it may. 3 number ones and something else. The fans aren't stupid. Okay, so they moved up because they said, we believe that this guy is really good. Now, here's what I say. The reason that I looked at Dak Prescott versus Carson Wentz, okay? If you go back to the original tape, it was Joe Boo dancing and doing, Joe Boo talking. It was after the Senior Bowl, where the Cowboys were the coaches because we were losers for the Senior Bowl. And this was after, of course, Tony Romo was injured most of 2015, and you had to start thinking about the next guy. And everybody was talking about Carson Wentz. I watched that game, and I looked at it, and I said, who's this guy? Because I'm not, you guys know, I'm not the college prospect guy. Although this year, maybe I could spend some time doing that instead of talking about the Cowboys now. because we need some help. But I was watching the game and I said, Dak Prescott played better than Carson Wentz. How come nobody's talked about him? And then I looked at the college ratings and stuff, and they had Dak at like, 6 or 7 down the list, and Carson Wentz, was like the top 1 or 2 with him and Jared Goff. And I said, what's kind of crazy to me is North Dakota State is in a small conference. North Dakota State, their conference only puts like 2 or 3 guys into the NFL. Back in my day, it was called Division One AA. JMU moved up from that to the big boys, okay, the big guns. And I looked at Dak Prescott and I said, he's playing in the Southeast Conference. Southeast Conference puts in like 50 to 60 guys in the NFL every year. He's played against elite talent. North Dakota State, not the same level of talent. And that's where, of course, Trey Lance went. And Trey Lance only started for 1 year. So they drafted him on potential, but not actually seeing that much film work on him. Okay, so they get him. He gets injured quite a bit, and so they don't really have an opportunity to put him out there. And they got lucky and got lightning in a bottle because Brock Purdy ends up playing well, and they end up making a trade. Now, when they traded him, San Francisco does not like us, okay? Not that anybody does. I don't know. I can't think of anybody out there. Maybe the Raiders do. The Raiders usually will make good trades with the Cowboys because I guess we're birds of a feather, stick together. Right now, both teams have been ass, and both the owners are crazy and old, okay? Well, one passed away and passed on his son, who's just as crazy. And that haircut that Mark Davis has, it's like, dude, is that literally a bowl cut? Is that literally, what is up with that? Nobody else wanted to give more than a 6th-round pick for Trey Lance. But the Cowboys said, that's 1st-round talent. He was drafted the 1st round. We liked that guy. So let's go get him. We won't be able to find talent like that with the 4th-round pick in the draft, even though they did find Dak Prescott. So that was their logic right there. And Stephen Jones goes on today to say, I don't regret doing the Trey Lance move. Lord knows we're probably right, but Wentz, very talented. Wentz won the division with practice squad players on offense. Yeah, but you know what there, buddy? 2019. Okay, all right. When the year that you guys won the Super Bowl, you do realize you had a 4th-place schedule, right? You do realize that nobody at that point was really even thought about the Eagles being a good team. You literally kind of snuck up on people. That schedule was cupcake, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Just saying. It wasn't exactly like, 1st-place schedule. But be that as it may, you won. And you had a great team. You had great running attack and everything else. Doug Peterson was lightning in a bottle. You stayed healthy. Congratulations, you got it. Nick Foles, yeah, great game manager. Didn't do anything else the rest of his career, but be that as it may. So Stephen Jones goes on today to say, we didn't know what was going to happen with Dak, and, we figured we'd go ahead and get Trey Lance in here. We liked Trey Lance, what we've seen of him, and we figured we couldn't get talent like that. And, we basically, he's saying, we traded for Trey Lance because we were getting rid of Dak Prescott, or Dak Prescott wasn't going to resign. That was the plan, and that was the move. And so now that we've seen this, Brock Purdy and Racist Bosa are out Sunday. Season is over. Woohoo! Shout out to Dallas Cowboy girl. So I'm sitting here in my mind. Here's the problem. Foles has done more than Dak ever will. Okay, I feel he flied over. He had a lot more talent to work with than Dak ever did too. But be that as it may. Again, he got lightning in a bottle and went on a great run. I'm not taking anything away from him at all. But you had a great team. You can't look at Nick Foles and say Nick Foles was one of the best quarterbacks in football. you kind of have to put Nick Foles up there with Trent Dilfer. Okay? Just don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. We got a good team to make a few plays here and there. But nobody's going to look at Nick Foles and say you're a Hall of Famer, that your game was tight, because he had one good season as an Eagle early on and then became a journeyman quarterback, and he fit the system that Doug Peterson had. And he's streaky. He got on about a 6-game streak and did well. Okay? I'm talking about a complete team, buddy. Sorry, he is not. And I'm going to be one, you can hate on me, you can tell me I'm stupid and all that. I'm looking at it and saying, from what I've seen with Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott was elevating these guys that were right there. You ain't got shit to work with right now. I can't even believe that we got three wins right now. We got 3 wins. The times we've seen Dak Prescott out, we had one of them where the team played well. And when I say team, I mean the team played well. When Cooper Rush, so if you want to talk about his business history, because everybody's going through, well, Cooper Rush, man, he was 4-1 there during that stretch. Cooper Rush is better than Dak Prescott. The team averaged 21 points on offense with Cooper Rush. 21 points. The defense held people down. Dak Prescott was scoring 29.8 points with the same players. It's not apples to oranges. But be that as it may, it's fine. It's fine that that's what you think. Bro, stop talking about Dak. If we make NFC Championship, Jerry has success next year. Okay. You know what? Hey, CB, guess what? You're in my house now. You're in my house now. And I'm going to house you, okay? Because I can talk about anything I want to in my house. If you don't like what I'm talking about in my house, then get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out, okay? I'll talk about Dak Prescott if I want to. Seriously. Don't come into my house and tell me what the hell I can talk about. Seriously. You don't have to be here. Now, you want to get along, have a conversation? Cool. But listen, I'm 59. I'm 59 fucking years old. 59. You gonna show me some motherfucking respect in my house. Kiss my ass. Don't talk about that. I'll talk about what the hell I want to. Dak. Get out of here, man, motherfucker. Rodgers don't play good at all. Made the Super Bowl in 2016. See you at 9 p.m. See y'all at 9. What are you talking about? It's 9:18. Are you like in Central Time? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, Philly not being able to stop the run over a decade is not a good team. Thank you. Because we have never been able to stop the run. Yes, we have scored all kinds of points with the offense, but typically we have an Achilles heel is when we get to the playoffs, okay? Let me ask you this. Do you like Zeke right now, what he's doing? Do you look at what Zeke gives you right now and say, yeah, we can win games with that, right? Right? You look at our running game right now. Do you look at that and say, that's a problem to kind of win games? Well, guess what? Guess what we don't do well in the playoffs? Can you say run the football? Do you know those games against San Francisco? Do you know those 2 playoff games that we had against San Francisco? Zeke Elliott was our leading rusher and never had more than 30 yards in either of those 2 games. That literally, when we've played San Francisco in the playoffs, we get about 50 to 60 yards running the football. What do they always say about playoff football? In playoff football, you've got to be able to run the ball enough to keep them honest. We have not done that. You know, the one great game that Zeke Elliott had in the playoffs, and this is crazy. This is a crazy statistic here. I don't know that too many people have actually talked about this much, but I saw this. Zeke Elliott, his rookie year when we played Green Bay and should have won, Dak Prescott threw for 304 yards. Yes, CB, I'm talking about Dak Prescott. I'm talking about Dak Prescott. I guess you left, didn't you? Punk ass. Coming in here telling me what I can talk about. Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah, I'm angry. I'm in Eagle territory. I'm tired, and my Cowboy steak, and I need a Snickers. What's crazy is my beard looks like yours, Mark. It's been a while. I know. It's kind of crazy. I think I got my manscape. Okay. I think I got my. I need a trip. I was looking. I was like, ooh. I look like I'm literally. I look like Sasquatch. Okay. All right. Okay. Wusa. In that playoff game against the Green Bay Packers that we should have won, Zeke Elliott rushed for 125 yards, like 5.2 yards a carry. Dak Prescott had 304 yards passing and three TDs. But our defense couldn't hold Aaron Rodgers for 40 seconds. Our defense couldn't hold Aaron Rodgers for 40 seconds. And they won. When we lost to the Rams, they ran the football all over us. Just did. And if Jeff Heath and Sean Lee on fourth down didn't let Jared Goff run for 9 yards and get the on third down, get that first down, the Cowboys get the ball, and they're going to score the way they were playing and win that game. I know we talk about Dak Prescott running and we run out of time, but maybe, just maybe, if Randy Gregory doesn't tackle one of the offensive linemen getting a personal foul penalty, giving them 15 yards and a first down and a new set of downs, maybe the Cowboys get the ball back with a little bit more time and they go down and they win that game. I'm just pointing out for CB, because I want to talk about Dak, to piss him off, because he told me don't talk about Dak. Twiz, my man, keeps it real. Lola, Miss Hot Sauce. I don't have my music. I don't have my boards. I literally left this morning because I was trying to get off the road early and left my computer bag in my backpack with my microphones and my computers. And I'm literally like, it's keeping calling me, man. I need my computer so I can look all this shit. I need my computer. Yeah. Okay. So, Dak walks on water. No, he's not. He doesn't walk on water. I ain't said that he's the best thing in the world. But if you look at Cooper Rush versus Dak Prescott right now, even Dak Prescott haters can see we weren't doing great things with Dak. We're doing even less with Cooper Rush. Mark tweaking like Pookie. Dallas wins by Mitch. Okay. Let's cut Trey and pick up James Jones. Okay. Oh my God. At this point, here's the thing. It's Danny Dollar Store. Dak's legs going forward may be his downfall. It could be. Which is, Wade, I don't think the thing with and you may be 100% right. And so this is where I'm kind of gone full circle here. This is where I go back and I look. I went around the block, but I was originally talking about Trey Lance and what Stephen Jones basically says. That fourth round pick, getting him with that fourth round pick is because they think that he was a good quarterback and a great value for that. So they overpaid for him. Make no mistake, nobody was going to give them more than a 6th-round pick for him. The 49ers literally said, we didn't want to trade with the Cowboys, but they ended up just blowing everybody out of the water. It's kind of like, okay, if you really want them that bad, by all means, go through. And so you got Stephen Jones now basically saying, he'd do it again. Oh, God. When you literally, okay, this is how bad Cooper Rush has been with the offense. EPA, expected points average, out of quarterbacks that have thrown more than 32 passes. Cooper Rush is 40th. 40th. Okay? 40th. There's only 32 teams. So that means some teams have 2 quarterbacks that have been playing better than Cooper Rush. Now, mind you, you can't look and say, oh my God, that's great. We can't pull him because he's playing great. Because he's not. So let me see if I get this straight. A guy that you picked up with a 4th-round draft pick, that you literally paid $5.3 million this year, that literally, after 7 more games, becomes a free agent where you get nothing. That at this point, you literally have the owner say that Cooper Rush, who's 40th in EPA, gives us a better chance to win. That's literally saying that this guy, you might as well have Mark Holmes out there playing quarterback. If that's what you're saying? If that's what you're saying, if you're saying that literally we got no, you're literally saying we got no chance with him because we got no chance with Cooper Rush. You're doubling down on this mistake. And this is where you look at it and say, yeah, guess what we just did too? We'll call it out, bro. Dallas fans, when they say Jalen fumbles the Super Bowl way, we'll call them idiots. Okay. But you just did the exact same thing again. You just said I'd do it again. Dak Prescott, he might have decided he wanted to go elsewhere. He should have. He should have said, let me leave the frickin' Titanic. This ship is sinking. They suck. And they're going to get me killed. That's what he really should have done. Should have gone through this season and said, let me pick a place where I can get a Super Bowl. But no. He always wanted to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys growing up, wearing a Tony Dorsett jersey and running around with a football helmet and saying, I'm going to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. So it's always been his freaking dream, or should I say his nightmare, because they don't love you. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They don't respect you. They don't appreciate you. They don't care that you literally have broken a thumb and 5 games later, you're out there with a thumb that has 3 pins in it. They don't care that your ankle literally was severed, okay? And that you've come back and done that. They don't care. They will never care about you. Yet, he still loves this freaking team, and I don't know why. I asked Uncle Philip, why? Why, knowing that the Cowboys literally said Dak is going to have to do more with less? Because here's what the Cowboys did. It wasn't that they were thinking Dak Prescott might not want to sign a contract and walk away. I'm going to tell you what the real deal is. The real deal is they decided we're going to give Trey Lance every opportunity. We're going to really see if we can screw over Dak and let this guy start. That's what they literally did. That's why Trey Lance got all the playing time in preseason. And it wasn't until after that last preseason game where he literally had, 4 interceptions? 4 interceptions? that they realized, oh shit, now we got to pay Dak. In which case, I'm Dak Prescott. Yeah, I'm going to take you for every freaking penny because you could have got this deal done when the year was over with. If you'd gotten the deal done when it was over with, instead of, five interceptions. If you'd gotten this deal done at the end of the season and said, you know what, here we go. But no, you go out there and you trade for Trey Lance. At least I say his name, unlike what Aaron Rodgers did with Jordan Love. He's at least working with him and trying to make him better, but apparently that don't even work. No, you decided we're going to wait. We're going to make you wait because we're going to see, can this guy take your place? And then you got caught on it. And that's why he busted that ass with that big ass contract. That's right, Jerry Jones. Dak Prescott busted your ass wide open and didn't bring any baby oil. And this is why the Cowboys stink. Jerry gave the people what they wanted in sabotaging the season. Yeah, old prick. Pause. No Diddy. No Diddy is right. Pause. But then they go through, and the same thing he just said about Jalen Hurts, go back and listen to when they traded for Mingo. Well, Mingo's a guy that we really had interest in. We had him, as a second round grade. And so for us to give up a fourth round draft pick now, we look at that and say, we actually made out because, we would have done a second round pick in the draft for him. We get him now for a fourth round pick. And, you never get much with a fourth round pick. You got Dak Prescott with the fourth round pick. How about that? So don't be surprised. TRFX. Greg Russell breaks down Hurts. That Philly D, I don't care about Hurts. Philly, this is a Dallas Cowboy channel, and I'll cry if I want to. Okay? I don't care about Jalen Hurts. Screw Jalen Hurts. The Mingo trade was fixing a flat on him. Yeah. And here's where I gotta see what Tierra said. For all fans who wanted them to blow up the team, you're getting a taste of that. And you can't take it. It's all about that life, so stop. Yeah, you fucked around and you found out. That's a lot of that going around. A lot of y'all are fucking around and now you're finding out the hard way that the shit ain't the way you thought it was going to be. Yeah, so for those out there, okay, CZ, I don't care. Michael Irvin said a lot of damn things, a lot of crazy things. Okay? So what? Great. He's elite. Now take it, CZ, get the fuck out of here, okay? I don't care. I'm talking about the Cowboys. You want to talk? You want to go do a circle jerk about Jalen Hurts? Go on an Eagle channel and go do a circle jerk, buddy. Go diddy it up with somebody else in an Eagle channel. That's Cowboys. Now get the fuck out of here. Urban was on a binge, probably right. Pause. Jeez. Yeah, I'm salty. What? What? I'm not supposed to be salty when my team is 3-7 and a 10.5 point underdog to the Washington Commanders? Are you stupid? Yeah, you're damn right. I'm salty. I'm salty as shit. I'm like a big, giant 40-pound salt lick for the cattle. I'm salty as shit. Irvin's in disarray. I wouldn't take nothing he says, right? Seriously. There's 10 quarterbacks I'd take over Hurts, and he's not playing. And here's the thing. Yeah, he's playing elite because he's got some receivers. He's got a really good offensive line, and he's got the second best running back in football. Put him on the Cowboys and see how elite he is right now. Put his ass on the Cowboys right now and tell me how elite he is. Stupid ass. See, this is where some of you mother humpers out there don't understand shit about football. You just look at, the team won, so it had to be the quarterback. You don't know anything about receivers? Because, see, there's a difference. I'm going to tell you the difference. You had a quarterback playing against Jacksonville Jaguars who's behind in the game. Throws an unbelievable pass. He can't even see the receiver, but it's literally in the receiver's hands. It should be a first down, and the drive continues where they could go on and win the game. But the receiver bobbles the pass and bats it up in the air. and a defensive back grabs it and takes it for the end zone for the game-winning score. So is that the quarterback? The quarterback just sucks because he threw the ball perfectly where the guy was supposed to catch it and he didn't do his job? How about when the offensive line can't open up holes for the running back and they literally average 2.5 yards a carry? Is that because the quarterback sucks? And when the defense literally averages giving up 36 points a game at home, when the highest scoring team in the NFL is only 30 points. How is that the quarterback's fault? Solely. Dak would do better on another team. Santiago, that's what I'm saying. Goes back to, why did Dak Prescott, knowing the people that Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones are, why do you re-sign this contract knowing that they're not going to do anything to help you and they're going to make you their fall guy? See, we're out here pissed off at Mike McCarthy. We're out here pissed off at Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott ain't played in a couple weeks. People still blaming Dak. And you literally have the Cowboys making some of the biggest head-scratching moves. They're going to try. They're selling you that, Mingo, even though he hasn't done anything in his career, we believe he's a great player, right? But DeAndre Hopkins, nah, man, too much money, man. Zeke Elliott, hey, we got Zeke back. Derrick Henry, too expensive. Or, let me revise that. He don't fit our system. You have to feel elite, mentally tough to play quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. What good are receiver stats if your team is 5-5? Honestly, what is it with the aversion of not going after a running back? San Diego, I don't know. What is the aversion to getting good players to play for your team? And here's where the kick to the nuts is for me. Dante Fowler. Oh yeah, you can borrow Trey Lance for a 4th-round pick. Dante Fowler quietly has 8.5 sacks. Danny Cowboys Nation in the house. How you doing? Dante Fowler has 8.5 sacks. Somehow, B.A.M has become a top 5 center. Dan Quinn, the way he's turned around the Washington Commanders, you could say that he's a candidate for coaching MVP, Coach of the Year. Being part of leader is being honest. There you go. And see, Tierra, now you brought me back full circle. My wife, my beautiful, loving, sexy, sexy wife, always says, when she gets mad at me, okay? When you're doing a job, like, as a contractor, I get tied up on another job or I didn't get the stuff finished and stuff. So I make up some bullshit. Such and such was sick and I couldn't get it. Okay. And my wife is like, own your shit, motherfucker. Own your shit. She said, because people know when you're lying to them. Be honest. If you messed up, say, hey, I screwed up. I made a mistake. Here's what I'm going to do to try and fix it. And damn, if That doesn't work with her. Now, don't get me wrong. When I fuck up, she mad. She mad. What? You did what? Look, honey, I thought it was going to work out differently. And, I'll make it up to you by doing, okay. But don't let it happen again. And moves on. As opposed to that whole, holding that grudge and everything else, getting the cold shoulder treatment and everything. Yeah, see, right? Just own your shit. It's better for everybody. But the Cowboys, they don't own their shit. Well, we got the right players here. Maybe it's the play calling. We got to practice better. No, it's not that you got to practice better. You need to get the people healthy on the field, and you have to understand that you're going to lose people. So you need to have quality backups. Some of the guys you bring in here to be starters should be the guys you're bringing in to be backups. When you go through and look at it and say, training camp is over. Let's make a trade for Jonathan Phillips. We can plug him in and make him a starter for our defense. Yeah. So we have a new coach, a new system, and a guy who's been a bum for the last couple of years, and he's going to be great and win us a Super Bowl. Yeah. Exactly, Tiara. We lost 9 starters. 9. And we brought back Zeke and Eric Kendricks. And Eric Kendricks has played, pretty good. He hasn't been, but he's been injured a bit. But exactly, Tiara. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Joseph he's in his 30s. He's like 32. But you brought in him. And Carl Lawson actually has played pretty decent. Niners all damn day. You've been pushing it in so hard. You're an NFC East chat. Willie V, he's 36. Was he 36? I thought he was 32. Still, exactly. Okay, yeah. Philly D, exactly. Twiz, I hate you. Every Wednesday, Twiz, I hate you. I'm serious. It's your fault that I'm on the freaking Dan Saleo show getting my shit pushed in. It's your fault, man. Dan freaking Saleo. Oh, God. I hate hump day. It brings a new meaning every time I go on Dan's show. It's hump day. Oh, no. God. Okay. Lola, I don't even know why I do it. I don't know. You know what I think it is I'll tell you why it is. Yeah, I don't love no, it's not that I love the abuse, but I think I need the abuse. I need to be humiliated to the point where I remember. Okay? I'm telling you. Because see, we forget. See, here's the problem with people is you make them mentally, you block things out. See, y'all don't remember, do you remember 2020? Do you remember how bad that was? That we were literally, scoring like 40 plus points a game and losing? Do you guys remember that? Do you remember? I remember now how bad it was against Cleveland. Okay? Cleveland. Do you remember all of a sudden the Cowboys started coming back, scoring touchdowns left and right in the fourth quarter? It was like, all we need is get the ball back and we're going to win this game. And Cleveland had the ball at midfield and did a reverse to Odell. And what's the guy's name that we had? Former 49er player that was out. Was always charged with abuse and shit. Drank too much, did too many drugs. Came out the first couple of games, played like hell. Aldon Smith, thank you, Dwayne. Aldon Smith should have had him in the backfield, took a banana route angle, and by that I mean the closest, the quickest place between 2 points is a straight line, not a freaking banana route, okay? He misses it. And from that point on, it was just like Laurel and Hardy were trying to tackle him. We had two guys literally run out of bounds right in front of him. Didn't even see him. You had Jalen Smith, taking a banana route, trying to chase him down the field. It was like 8 guys should have actually had a tackle. And he takes it to the house, and we lose that game. And then Dak Prescott gets his leg broken. And you remember how it was after Dak Prescott got injured in that season, guys? Do you remember that? Because I don't think you do. Because we had Andy Dalton, who the players didn't seem to like him too much. He'd get the crap knocked out of him. He's on the ground. They just let his ass lay there. We had Ben Bianucci play in there. The Nooch played. And the whole show was all Kellen Moore's trick plays that only tricked us. I think we had Will Greer played a game. Then Andy Dalton came back. The guy that Colin Cowherd had you convinced that there's no difference between Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton. Mark needs to call Howie to draft. No. We need Howie for free agency. Colin, you're right. Under the current ownership, Cowboys equals disaster. That sums it up. But you remember, we ended up being 6-10 that season. Ow! And the Commanders won the division at 7-9. Y'all remember that? Y'all don't remember that. I didn't really remember it that much. So when I go on the Dan Salio show and I get literally beat down, I get beat up, I get laughed at, I get Eagle fans that are on there that are saying stuff that are completely inhuman to me, that I'm hoping that I'll remember that pain and what Stephen and Jerry Jones put me through. That I am taking a beating and getting diddied because of them and their ineptitude. So that the next time the Cowboys make a move and we got Jonathan Mingo here. We're getting a Mingo package together right now, because he's going, that I'm going to remember. No, I'm not at a hotel. I'm actually, this is this house here. It's a beautiful house. Beautiful house. I've done quite a bit of work on it. My friend bought it over the summer. I built a brand new bathroom over there and made screens for the windows in the summer and putting up storm doors and fixing rotted wood and things like that. Miss Tracy's downstairs. Lola, she popped her head in here when I was saying that that Allie, wanted the sink moved over 4 inches, and I said, women always want 4 inches here or 4 inches there, and my wife was like, "You so nasty, you so nasty." I was like, "Damn, I didn't know you were up here." But yeah, she's here. Seriously, Callie. They literally said last week, well, we've been working with Mango and, we got a package for him. Like, all of a sudden, we've got the Superman package. We've got the Mingo. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's kind of like the McRibs back. Oh, my. We got the McRibs. Although they're nasty. I don't like the McRib. Am I the only one? Everybody gets so excited. Oh, my God, the McRib's back. Okay? Have you noticed the sales job we get? When Brandon Cooks was out, and they were like, "Oh, Jerry, oh my God, oh, that Ryan Fenoy, I can't wait to see him catch his first catch because he's a great player. He's got some Dez Bryant in him." And we're like, "Oh man, we getting a Ryan Fauntleroy package up in here." And his first catch was a fumble, right? Don't mess with that process. See, I agree with you on that. But some people though, McDonald's goes through, the McRib is back. And I have friends like, "Oh my God, the McRib is back." And I had it one time and I was like, this shit is nasty. It's kind of like, I'm going to get cussed out here, but I'm sorry all my friends in California. In-N-Out Burger When it went in, I just wanted it to get out. Okay, and no disrespect either to Detroit. Okay, because when we were in Detroit, I don't know if Game Time is still here. Game Time, you still here, bro? One of the nights at the draft, we were hungry late, and we got some White Castle. So the White Castle burger, this little teeny. I'm like, LL Cool J was talking about he took her to White Castle. That's all I knew about White Castle. I was like, this is a nasty burger. Is this soybean burger? What is this? Yeah. And I'm gonna say now. This is I'm insulting everybody. Sorry, Whataburger don't impress me much. The patty's too dry. I want a burger that's got some grease on it. Okay, all right. I want to feel the grease slide down my throat with the burger, so it's slide. That thing was dry. The burger literally, it was like, it was dry, man. It was dry. I'm sorry. I Fat burger is a little better. I have not had a fat burger, Lola. I'll have to try a fat burger. They did have fat burger in was it LA? I think they had a fat burger in LA. Oh no, actually, I did have a fat burger when I was in LA. That was the better burger. That was better than In and Out, and that was definitely better than Whataburger. Oh God, Twiz. Regina Green, welcome, Regina. Five guys. Oh, now see, Five Guys. Oh, see, pause. No, Five Guys. Now see, that's a nice greasy burger, and you get the bacon. Let's see, I get a Five Guys. I'll get the greasy, the bacon on it. I get the jalapeno peppers on it. I get the grilled mushrooms and the sautéed onions on there. I get the raw onions with it, lettuce and tomato, and then I get mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard on it. And that sucker about this tall. Man, I'm sorry. Five Guys got all y'all beat. Sorry. Whataburger is going down. Yeah, it goes down, and it's kind of like, can I get it to come back up? Aisha Robinson, praying for you, girl. How you doing? So now that we've gone down Burger Lane, okay, that's just my take on it. Yuck. You gotta have listen. If you eat a burger, you gotta have some grease. Every good cheeseburger. Oh my God! See, I'm a mushroom and Swiss guy because even my steak and cheese, I like mushroom and Swiss. I love to put some jalapeno peppers cooked in there with the onion stuff. Five gives me yeah. That's the only problem. That's the only other problem. Now I tell you what, if you want a really good burger, ooh, I will make you a black and blue smash burger at my house with some bacon on it. Because see, here's what I do. I get my onions. I get some jalapeno peppers and slice that. I get some mushrooms. And what I do is I saute that first with butter on the griddle. Get that nice and soft. Take my hamburger. Get chunks of blue cheese in there. Put a little couple drops of Worcestershire sauce, some salt and some pepper on that sucker. And then I'll go ahead, take those mushrooms, the onions, the peppers, and all that, put that sucker on there with the shear piece on it, and let that thing go down in there. That grease meat. Oh, see now this is keto. This burger right now I'm talking about, that's as long as you don't put it on bread. Put it on lettuce, or you can just eat it just like this. But man, the onions, the caramelized onions, the mushrooms, and see that blue cheese will melt. Oh no, blue cheese is good on a burger. A black and blue burger, dog. Oh my God, it will. Oh, because when you flip it over, that blue cheese will get crispy. It get just like yeah, where it's melted. Oh man, it's good. I'm telling you, I'll do one. Anyway, that's where we are with the Cowboys. We got Dan Quinn wanting to embarrass the Cowboys. You got Mark's got some man hands. Look at his hands, they're so big. Yeah, I've got big hands. Big hands, that's right, that can do some damage. Okay, sorry, Lil, I didn't mean to make you hungry. Grilled mushrooms and onions on a burger is top tier. I like blue cheese. I'm telling you. Oh man. We like our own backyard burgers. We like some In-N-Out burgers. No, not the In-N-Out burger. Okay. This is how low I've gotten. It's Cowboys Dallas week. You and Lola, you know it. Yay. I can pound basketball with these bad boys. Okay. Um, it's Cowboys Washington week, and the life has literally been sucked out of me. This is the week that I used to always look forward to. And literally, there's no joy in Mudville. Big boys all grabbing a handful. Hey, it's like you see, you see how the can just kind of disappears in there, right? Literally, okay. The whole can disappears in that hand. Okay, yeah. Um, Now here I come. Oh, before I get out of here, since I got Miss Lola in here, shout out to Miss Lola. Um, Interesting news on the Red Brick House. I've made contact with the um, DNR, Department of Natural, no, DHR, Department of Historic Resources. And what I found out is there's already a file on the Red Brick House. There's a secret file where they had actually started to look at it being considered a historic home. They have pictures of the red brick house that have been on file for the last 9 years. And so I talked to the archivist, and he was talking about, he's like, yeah, I know the red brick. He's like, we were there, we took pictures of it. He said, but we couldn't get inside of the house. We didn't get permission from the owners. And that's why the process never went forward. He said, with the architecture of the house, he said, alone, he said that he's pretty sure that this could be a historic landmark. And then with all the history and things that literally, yeah, you want to hear something really cool? I don't know how many of you know any history, and I know this is not cow, but this is what's happened to us as Cowboy fans. We suck so bad that we're talking about old shit. We're opining for the old days. But check this out: the person who bought the land for the red brick house, William Brown. I know you're like, who? Okay, I know you don't know who it is. He was a War of 1812 veteran. He fought the British. He bought the land to build the place to be a school. Think about that. The person who built the house that we stay in fought the British in the War of 1812. That just blows my mind away. Anyway. All right, the Cowboys, 10.5-point underdogs, going against the Commanders, where we'll probably win this game because it will hurt us in the draft. That's the way things happen with the Cowboys. But then again, we're just going to get mollywopped. Lady Libra, what's up, Lady Libra? How are you doing? Sup, Philly D. So that's all I got tonight. I feel naked without my computer. I hate to say it, but I want a top five. And see, that's, I remember in 2017 when we kept having Zeke, was being threatened every week about being suspended. We had the infamous Chaz Green game. um, and so on, and the season wasn't going well. And I said, it might not be a bad thing if we keep losing games. And I literally had people go off on me because of, how dare you? You don't ever want to not win a game. And I was like, but it might help us down the road with draft picks. And literally, I had people that were up in arms and, canceling their of being subscribers because I was saying it might be a good idea to lose some games. But we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. No pride. You know what? I'm awake. Are you? How much pride do you think I have in the last 30 years? How much pride do you think I have from the last 30 years? I didn't have gray hair back then. Michael was like 6 years old. Hell, I was still married to my first wife. So for 30 years, I've been waiting to get back to that point where we used to be. So if you're telling me, well, hey, we need to win a couple of these games for pride, fuck pride. I need to build something. I need to build something. If it means that this year has to just be a complete failure and next year I can get one, because here's the thing. That first round pick, if it's a top 5, let's say it's 3, then that means that second round pick is 35. Oh. That means the the third round pick is what? Let's see. 35, 67. Oh. And I would say the fourth round pick, but we use that on Mingo, so we don't have a fourth round pick. Diddy booty duty. Uh-oh. I'd rather tank and then lose in the playoffs. Mingo. Maybe Dak will get his comeback player of the year award that was stolen from him. There you go. All right, good people. I'm tired, and I got to get up in the morning. I got to put up a storm door because it won't be snowing and cold tomorrow. I got to get back down the road because we got the game on Sunday. I'll cry sleep because you know what? I got the love of my life next to me, so I ain't crying. That's my safe space. That's where I always say in the morning. Here's what I say, you guys. Let me tell you. When I wake up in the morning and I'm laying there in the bed, I tell my wife, this is my favorite time of the day. Just being here with you. I said, and it all goes downhill until at the end of the day, I'm back in bed with you. Boom, chakalaka. And that's all I have to say about that. Twiz, no, she doesn't love the Eagles. No, that's Allie. Allie looks a little bit like Tracy. You're confusing Allie with Tracy. All right. Respect, though. Hey, guys, try that shit. Try that shit, man. All right, good people. I appreciate y'all, and be safe out there. And love one another. Peace.